Hey, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Hi. All right.
What's up, everybody?
Get mine. We just
Some of you I just saw. I appreciate you coming to both.
I'm glad you're coming. We have fun things tonight.
Yes, tonight's a big night. I'm excited. I also got some really cool news from someone today about someone who's in this group. Yeah, they know who I'm talking about. I love it when you say something about somebody and they kind of cut a smile on the Zoom like they know. They're talking about me. Yes, I'm talking about you. Unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, so we have a single person in the group that's done so amazing that they lost over 100 pounds in Hope30, which is pretty remarkable. We all know that. That's pretty amazing. Right? Anybody who's tried to lose 10 pounds knows that losing 100 pounds is insane. Well, I remember hearing that this person had a goal, and the goal was to lose 130 pounds by basically this weekend because their niece was getting married. Well, I was under very good intel from somebody in the know today who said, well, she got her goal. She's down 130 pounds. Now she set even crazier goals and cooler stuff. So I'm super excited. And all of that came from, you know what? I know you don't want to do it, but why don't you just try it for 30 days and see what happens? And think about that. Just try it for 30 days and see what happens. And now 130 plus pounds later, here we are.
It's incredible.
And that's amazing. And I'm not sure we all want to hear Nicole scream.
Yeah, we do.
10 pounds at a time.
Yeah, we do.
I don't think she can lift. I don't think she can lift in 13 times, but we will.
Only for you.
All right, here we go.
All right, everybody.
This is the 10-pound cheers. Here we go.
Join us. Here we go.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60,
oh my gosh,
70,
me.
80,
I'm kidding.
90, 100, 10, 120, 130.
Amazing. Karen. Hashtag never quit. You never, never quit.
Yeah, never quit.
That is amazing.
How does it feel?
It feels pretty amazing.
Now the wedding's this weekend, you said? Okay.
Yeah, the wedding's Saturday.
Oh, it's
So,
just amazing.
yeah,
Congratulations.
everybody needs a sister that can be a knot in their ear going, just try it for 30 days. Just go ahead, just try it.
Brian?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. It's good. I'm glad she was annoying. I'm glad she
Very, very annoying.
Very annoying. I love it. Yes. Everybody needs an annoying sister.
That's right.
That's great. Awesome. Well, thank you. And just thank you for being such an inspiration, I think, to everybody in Hope30. I mean, holy cow. What an amazing thing. So
yeah, well, enjoy it.
And continue. Hashtag
Thank
never-
you. That's right.
Wedding. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to see pictures.
All right.
Oh
So,
my gosh.
well, to go along with something cool like that, we had to bring an extra special Hope30 night. Hope30
Wait,
for
really
life.
quick. I know, but I just want to say something to Suzanne. Okay, really quick, which is kind of a bummer that she didn't get the email tonight because Suzanne asked last week. She probably doesn't remember, but I'm so grateful that she mentioned about adding the event to your calendar because of time changes. Okay. So I loved that idea and thought, oh, this is going to be super simple. And it actually turned out to be pretty simple. And so every single email that you guys get I think there's 5 or 6 different calendars that I'm able to link it to. I haven't learned how to do it in one button, but I want to do it as fast as possible. And I was going to email you individually to say thank you so much for suggesting that. So in the future, if you guys, it will remind you 10 minutes before, if you're like, but you probably know it's Tuesday and it's Zoom night, but just know that you can add it to your calendar, and it will send you a reminder 10 minutes before via email. So Suzanne, thank you. Thank you for asking.
Yes.
You're making
that's
us
super cool.
better.
All right.
Okay.
Speaking of making ourselves better, Hope30 for life. As we always try to do, we like to try to talk a little bit about what's going on between your ears, because that's super important. We like to talk a little bit of something sciencey, and then we like to talk a little bit about moving your behind. Well, tonight we're going to flip a lot of that upside down on its head, because oftentimes we leave out the move your behind side. We don't talk a lot about it. Well, tonight's going to almost entirely be about it, because we are going to launch a month-long challenge during Hope30 for life tonight. It's starting tomorrow for the next 30 days, and we want you all to be a part of it. We want everyone in the Hope30 for life Facebook group to latch onto and be like, yes, I'm in. It's kind of like when we get it all fired up for a Hope7 and a bunch of people say, yeah, I'll do a Hope7. Well, we want you to do the Hope30 Fit Challenge that we are getting ready to launch. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on between yours. No.
Oh, when are we showing them?
When we talk about the moving your
Oh,
behind
we have
part.
a little present for you. Okay, go ahead. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. All right.
All right.
Notice
I know.
game
No, I know what.
we
Okay.
organize how we
All
were
right.
going to talk.
So this
We just
is
launched the name.
a preview.
No. Go ahead. Talk between your
Oh.
mind. Talk between your mind.
Talk
I mean,
between
talk
your mind.
between the brain, the ears, whatever. The mind talk. We've just been on an hour-long Zoom before, y'all.
All right. So basically, when we talk a little bit about between what's going on between your ears, we talk about, we'll call it the two voices. All right. And when we talk about the two voices, the way I like to think of the two voices, it's a lot like when you were a kid and you would watch cartoons, and on the one shoulder, the angel would show up on the one shoulder and the devil would show up on the other shoulder. Well, I like to call it like, I call it the quitter voice and the hashtag never quit voice. All right. Those are the two voices that are constantly going on in your head. This is the eternal internal dialogue that you have over every situation that you're faced with, right? So when it comes to, oh my gosh, they brought donuts to work today. Well, then now you've got the internal dialogue that you have to deal with. And you've got the quitter voice in your head that's like, Hope30 for life. I did it for 30 days. I don't know if I really want to do it for life. I'll just eat a couple donuts for lunch, right? And you know what? In that situation, you let the quitter voice win instead of letting the hashtag never quit voice win. So what I like to do is talk a little bit about what those two voices sound like and how you can use them to be really successful, because it will have a lot to do with our challenge coming up. Because I will tell you that most of us, the reason why it's a challenge is because it stresses out our quitter voice, right? Because our quitter voice wants. So how do you know when it's your quitter voice that's talking to you, right? Well, number one, your quitter voice is always going to talk about how hard it is. That's going to be really hard. It's going to take a lot of time. You know what? You don't have a lot of time. Actually, you know what you do? You have tons of time. Why start now? You could start much, much later, right? So it doesn't necessarily, sometimes your quitter voice doesn't doesn't tell you to quit right now. It just tells you to put it off. And guess what? Eventually, you'll run out of time so that you never do it, right? So that quitter voice is always in your head telling you, you could do it later, do it tomorrow, do it next week, do it next month. Wait, this isn't a good year. I mean, let's wait. Oh, there was a pandemic 2 years ago. I don't think now is a good time to start anything, right? Oh, it's summer vacation. Now's not a good time to start. Well, we'll do it after summer vacation, except Well, then school starts again. You know, the kids going back, got to get back to school. So we'll wait until after that. Well, after school gets back started, you know, then it's Thanksgiving. Well, Halloween. I mean, hello, bite-sized Snickers bars. I can't start an exercise program then. Then there, you know, and so this quitter voice is constantly negotiating with you about all the reasons why you shouldn't do it. You know, either it's too hard, it takes too long, or what's the rush? Like, no need to start now, you can put it off. All right. And here's the thing. We all let the quitter voice listen, if you think that there's anybody on the planet that you admire who doesn't have the quitter voice in their head, you are sadly mistaken. Everyone has the quitter voice in their head. All right. It talks to everyone. So you're never going to be immune to having the thought, well, that seems like that's going to be hard. That's going to be a lot of effort to start. You know what? Why don't I just go ahead and do that next week? Like, that is always going to be that conversation. So what do you do about it? How can you turn the quitter voice into the hashtag never quit voice that's going on in your head? Well, sometimes by identifying the quitter voice, you can use that as a moment to pivot from being a quitter to a hashtag never quitter, which would be things like, that's going to be too hard. Well, if you think something is going to be too hard, that's 100% the reason why you should do it. Right?
Absolutely.
Because if you think so, like, do you know how you become, remember, how do you become a never quitter? Do hard things that make you want to quit, and then don't quit. And the more you practice not quitting, you eventually become a never quitter.
Right.
Right? And so the idea is you want to exercise. So if anything that you think is going to be too hard, the way that you make yourself a never quitter and you silence that quitter voice on your shoulder is you tackle it and you do it. Because one thing that your quitter voice will tell you, you're not good enough to do it. You've failed a million times before. You don't have the skills to do it. You're going to look like an idiot when you do it. Like all those things. But guess what? Do you know what the success in doing hard things is? It's just in doing it. How you look, what your results are, none of that matters. It's just you actually did it. That's it. Because guess what happens? If you don't believe in yourself today, in what you can accomplish, because you're like, I don't have it. I mean, but here's the cool thing. You guys all have results that prove to you that you can do something. Because you've all been through Hope30 and you all got great results doing Hope30. So you know what that tells me? You have evidence that you can do something hard, follow it, and be successful. So for any of you who don't think that you can do something, you just have to look at the evidence. And the evidence says you can do it, right? And when you use that, that starts to build up more of, you now have the evidence to tell you, if, you know what, not only can I do it, but I bet I can string this together over a long enough period of time that I could actually get great results. You know what would be unreasonable? It would be unreasonable for me to do this consistently over the next month and not notice something incredibly positive, right? That would be an unreasonable outcome. So you know what? I think I'm going to do this. And you know what? I'm going to start today, right? And those become those, that's how, those are the two voices going on in your head. And it's not that we're never going to have the quitter voice in our head. We're all going to have it, and it's going to talk to you. And your job is to tell that voice to be quiet and to use what that voice says as the motivation to move you to the other side and be like, you know what? You don't think I'm good enough? I'll show you. I'm going to start tomorrow, and I am good enough. And you know what? I know I'm good enough because I have evidence. Because I have before done XYZ, and I've proven to myself that I am good enough and I do have the skills and I will commit and I can be successful. All right. So those are the two voices. You want to start cultivating your never quit voice over the quitter voice. All right. Which brings me to the next piece that I want to talk about, which is I think when we talk about, there's two reasons why we did not recommend exercise right off the bat when we were all into starting Hope30. Number one was because most of us were already burnout, stressed out, so many bears. And the last thing you need to do is to add more stress in your life, like harder exercise, to find out that you're going to get that's going to keep you from getting into fat burning. It's going to mess up your weight loss. So the best thing you could have done is sleep more instead of worrying about exercise. But then there's a second piece to it as well, which is, let's face it, most of us start off with a limited supply of discipline, right? Like if we were all mega disciplined, we're all probably not on this Zoom together, right?
Right.
Me especially. Like I would not say that discipline is my strong suit. So I think we all have a limited amount of discipline. So what I developed was this framework in making decisions, which I call discipline triage. And what that means is if you have a limited amount of discipline, which we all do starting, you have to focus that discipline to the thing that's going to be the easiest and give you the biggest bang for your buck and the most results, where you will see the most success, which will then reinforce your discipline. So we know that if fat loss and weight loss was your main objective, that the best way that we could have a big impact in it was for eating. So let's focus on the food. Let's make sure we get into fat burning. Let's rest our bodies and burn and become a good fat burner. And let's build up our consistency day after day, one day to the next. Keep working that process. And if we do that, then what you end up with is,
I'll be right back.
okay.
2 seconds.
You end up in this process stacking day after day. You will start building up your own confidence, right? Like you now know you can do it because 30 days, you've built your confidence every single day. And now you have the evidence that you are disciplined. And you have more discipline than when you started because you've built your discipline. How do you build discipline? You do things that require discipline and you keep doing them. And the longer you do things that require discipline, you build more discipline. So for 30 days, you build discipline. Maybe you went another 30 days. You got 60 days of built-in discipline here. So you've proven to yourself that you can be disciplined. Now you actually have some excess discipline. So now what you have to do is we have a new place that we can use for discipline, because one of the things that exercise takes more discipline. And why is that? Because you actually have to start doing something you have not been doing. Like eating, you were eating anyway. So you just had to change how you were eating. But exercise is actually starting something new that you have not been doing. That requires more discipline. Okay? And so we are going to start adding something new that we have not been doing in exercise in Hope30 for life. All right. And that is the discipline triage. And so this is why now, as I think we have all gotten the discipline down to be great at the food. Now, as we build more discipline, we can add in exercise. And here's the thing. We talked about it last time, but I think it bears repeating. If you just want to be a smaller version of you, then that is what the eating style is all about. It is about burning fat and shrinking as a human, taking up space. But if you want to change your body shape, you want to be firmer, you want less jiggling, you want more form, you want a different shape, then that's what exercise brings to the process. All right. And so that's why we are launching now the Hope.
Ready? Are you
The,
ready?
yeah, the Hope 30 Fit Challenge.
Okay.
All right.
Now.
Let's go for it.
All right. So this is a little gift. Okay, this is a little gift from me to you. I want you to know that you guys know how much I love exercise. All right. So this is as much for me as it is for you. And so I went back into the archives to a very special day, and we're launching the Hope 30 Fit. Okay, you guys are all a part of it. And here we go. Flashback, Nicole. 1990. Okay, so this is a real picture of me. Okay, if this is not motivation, now that girl is ready to work out. I mean, look at her. Okay, she's got the K-Swiss high tops on, which weren't clunky at all. She's got some really cool pants on here. And okay, so let's get physical together. Y'all, this was a photo shoot I did a long time ago. I told Brianna I'm bringing it out, but you know what? I mean, the big hair, all of it. I think that girl looks ready to work out. I don't know about you, but that's my gift to you. All right. If that person's willing to show that picture, y'all, we're ready to start working out.
That
okay?
is motivation.
So if you're not hearing
If
Olivia Newton-John while you see that, all right?
I'm just saying, if you work out with us for 30 days,
yeah,
you can look just
hair
like
might
that.
get
Your
just
hair
that
will
big.
get this big if you work out for the next 30 days with us, okay?
I'm like, I have to find that picture. And so I might have climbed over some boxes to get it, but I got it. Okay. So
That's the greatest picture ever.
maybe the last time I really physically, no, there was no exercise involved in those clothes. All right. At all. Oh my gosh. The pants
Right.
are over the leggings. Terrible. But anyway, yeah,
how
we're
they did
very,
it.
very excited
Yes.
about
All right.
tomorrow.
Yes. So we are kicking off tomorrow the Hope 30 Fit
Yes.
Challenge.
Yes.
What that
So if
means
you choose,
is
we hope you'll accept it.
we all have talked about many times about the style of exercise that we want to do in Hope 30, which means, that is the 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off. We can pick 3 to 6 exercises, 20 seconds on, 20 off. And
Wait, let me just jump in really quick and prep. We didn't practice, but we did not plot out how we were going to say this. But tomorrow an email will come out with all the various, you guys will get an email. That picture may be in it again. Just get ready because that's your motivation. All right. Because
I want you to print that out and put that up on your vision board.
Please don't.
That if I work out all 30 days, I can look just like that.
If Nicole's willing to put that out in public, then I'm willing to do this. Okay. No. So we're going to spell it out for you very clearly. So Jim's going to go over it now. Don't fret. It'll be very bulleted so you know exactly what to do. All right. And then I'll jump in more, of course, but go ahead and start. Okay.
Yeah. So we're just going to do we're going to pick exercises. We're going to give you a list of exercises, these sort of full body calisthenic type of exercises. You do not need special equipment. You need a 4x4 open space in your house. And ultimately you only need a total of 12 minutes. All right. That is 6 minutes of exercise with 6 minutes of rest. I have been doing it over the last week. I've done it every night for the last week because I happened to injure my knee running. I don't know what's going on, but I can't barely bend it. So I had to try to alter my exercise. So I have been doing the Hope 30 Fit Challenge already every night for a week, and it's awesome.
And there's going to be 2 ways that you can do it. Okay. So some of you are like, I love exercise. This is like my love language. Okay. Which is not. Okay. Even though that picture totally made it look like I love exercise, but it's a lie. Anyway, I don't love it. So I don't, but I am going to do it 3 days a week. Okay. So I'm going to start my challenge by doing it 3 days a week. And so I'm going to choose an exercise from each category. And we're going to be jumping in with you all month long and posting and sending some updates along the way, maybe some live videos, maybe some lots of videos. Okay. So we want to really encourage everybody to join us on this. So if you're just starting out and you're like, this is not my love language, then you're going to choose 3 days during the week that you are going to choose from this list. And we're going to give you the bullets of exactly he'll say it again before we leave tonight. And you'll pick your 3 exercises and you can do a different day, right? Like 3 days with a
3
day
days.
in the middle, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Usually like a day off.
Okay.
So maybe you pick like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Right.
And you have so tomorrow's Wednesday. It's a good day. Do Wednesday, Friday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Right.
And just you're ready to start. And you have day off in between. Now, the other version is if you're like, well, I love exercise and I want to be super exercisable. I want to be Olivia Newton-John.
Yeah.
I want to be Jamie Lee Curtis.
I
And
think
what
it's
movie was that?
Jane Fonda.
No, and there was Jamie Lee Curtis
Oh, yeah.
and John Travolta.
Mhm.
They were in some movie as like
Mhm. Yeah.
aerobics instructors or something
Yeah.
back in the day. But anyway, you're gonna
Or you
do
want to be dancing with the oldies.
yeah,
That'll
you
be
want to be Richard Simmons.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, sweating with the oldies.
That one.
But basically, if you are like, I want to do more exercise like I have done the last week, then what you would do is you'll do 6 days.
Mhm.
Now, what you would do is you're going to do like, we're going to post 3 days out of the week. I'm going to post a workout on each one of those 3 days. That's kind of the goal. And then you basically you would do it twice a time.
So you
now,
do the same set of exercises 2 days in a row.
right. Now you're going to pick whatever ones you want to do.
Right.
But we may post periodically through. But what I'm going to do is whatever I do on Monday, I'm going to do it on Tuesday. I'm going to do a new one on Wednesday and Thursday. I'm going to do a new one on Friday, same one on Saturday, off on the day of rest Sunday, and then start back over again.
And we're all going to rest on Sunday. Okay. We're asking, unless you choose to work out on Sunday, we're going to have everybody work out from Monday to Saturday, and then everybody rest on Sunday. No matter what you choose, either the 3 or the 6, you'll rest on Sunday.
And we'll have it in the bulleted points of exactly how to do it. But I want to tell you is it's already been really, really awesome. And this is from someone who's been running 3 to 5 miles a day, almost every day for the past year plus. And just doing 12 minutes of exercise, it's like, whoo, like I really noticed it, really felt it, really feel it. Like, I'm like, I should have been doing this more and better than what I had been. And so I'm encouraging all of you to jump on this challenge for a number of reasons. One is it's another way to exercise that next level of discipline, get excited about it. And you know what? You will see results.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And remember, we're going to show you ways to do these if you really haven't done anything. I mean, we joke, I've done bar and I do some exercise, but I'm not consistently and not disciplined like this. I haven't. And Jim is really good at it. And he does run almost every single day. And so I would like to get more consistent. So this is as much for me to be accountable to you. And so I'm not probably going to be doing some of the things as crazy as what Jim's able to do. So it'll be a good measure for someone who might like, you know what, I haven't really moved at all, or this has never been a part of my life. I wanted to, I thought about it in January and I bought the clothes and I never did it. So we will have some other versions, just like we did in our old video. You can do it seated and just get started, or like with Jim and his knee right now, he can't do all the things that maybe he could have done before. So while he's kind of nursing this knee. So that's important to us, that even if you're like, I can't do it. I mean, I can't be running and up and down the stairs. Like that's just, I can't. And so, no worries. We're going to have an option for that as well. If you're even just sitting in a chair. Okay. So don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we hope you will be on this challenge with us. Who is a little bit excited to do a little, there we go. All right.
Tonight we have a new group. Okay, even if you don't start tomorrow, okay, you're like, yeah, I wasn't mentally prepared for this. I have to think about it for a minute. Then you can jump in anytime this month. Okay, this is just going to be, the sun is, I mean, it's not really shining in Richmond for the next 10 days, but I'm gonna pretend it's shining. And this is summer, and we are going to get outside
and this is,
and you can do it actually in your living room. That's the whole point.
but this is the other thing I want everyone to know. I please check in the Hope30 for Life Facebook group
yes,
often.
yes,
Because we plan to post workout goofy video and workout stuff
we
in
want
there
this to be fun.
throughout the 30 days. What I would hope you might do as a, hey, I'm doing it,
Yeah,
is whether you type in, hey, I chose these 3 exercises or these 6 exercises for my workout today. Post a selfie of you just finished. Boom, post it in the Facebook
we
group.
would love to see
Just like, I want to see that little
Let's be
bit
a
of sweat just
let's be
running down the
accountable
side
to
of your
each other.
face.
With your ripped flash dance sweatshirt.
She's a
And-
maniac
Okay,
on the
we
floor.
want to see it. All right, we do. Or what would be really cool, even if you don't want to do the picture, but we would love the picture because we're supporting each other. But if you would tell us what 3 exercises you chose, and so you could let everybody know that way. Any type of accountability that we could do for each other would be really helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. All right. Anything? Oh, will be great love exercise, but will be good to change it up. Yes.
Yay. Good.
Well, I think that's what the exercise change felt like for me, because I've just been, what you'll find out is, and these are old school exercise principles, but it really applies to everything, is your body is very adaptive. So whatever stress you put your body under on a regular basis, it will eventually adapt to it. And then it doesn't actually really, you find out that no longer creates the impact that you want. Like 2 years ago, if I ran 5 miles, that was a significant impact on my body. But I've done it so much over the last 2 years, I don't even think my heart rate goes up anymore. Like it's like a normal part of my day, and it probably doesn't have the same impact. I got down in my basement and did 6 minutes of exercise and 6 minutes of rest, and my heart was going boom, 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 and I was sweating, and I was like, that actually made a huge difference. And so I think sometimes, yes, as Julie just said, switching it up can make a really, really positive difference. I think it'll be great.
Yep, it's good. Any questions? Do you want to go over just the 20 seconds thing again? Just kind of verbally say 20 seconds on.
Yes. So a couple things. Yes, we're going to do, so with each exercise you pick. Now, what you can do is you're going to either pick 3 exercises, you could pick 6. If you pick 6, it's just, there's
More variety.
and you have to know what they all are. And I plan to try to do a video for like just a demonstration video for all the different types of things we list as choices, so you'll know how to do them. But if you don't already, and we'll try to show an alternative way to do it. Like if you're like, well, I can't, like do it from the chair instead of like jumping up and down. But you either pick 3 or 6 exercises. And what you're going to do is, let's say it's push-ups, right? You're going to do 20 seconds of them as fast as you can. Then you're going to rest for 20 seconds. Then 20 seconds as fast as you can. So we are going to actually post a video of like us doing a workout. And what that will do is, you can just follow right along with it. And what you can do as you go along is you could literally watch that video and you could insert whatever exercises you want to do because it'll be timed out just right. There's also there is an app called Tabata.
We'll link that in the email.
And I love it. And you can set it up so that it's 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off. And it talks about going through, you're really doing it for like 6 or 12 cycles, or it's 6 cycles, and it says with the duration 1 minute, 20 on, 20 off. So you can set it up in a way that it matches up with you work out for 20 minutes, 6 minutes of exercise, 6 minutes of rest, doing 20 on, 20 off, 20 on, 20 off, 20 on, 20 off. And then while that 20 off is happening, you're moving right to the next exercise where maybe you're doing squats, and you're doing squats 20 seconds as fast as you can, rest 20. And then the second you're done with that set of exercise, you jump right to the next one.
It's the second round.
So yeah, so Alicia, if you are doing the summer one, I would consider this. You've done Hope30 before. It's not like your first rodeo. If you wanted to, like, I would wait until you were a week in, maybe.
Right.
Make sure you're feeling like you're in good fat burning.
Yes.
Then I think you could do this if you wanted to.
Right.
You don't, I mean, you don't have to. I mean, we all know that, like, if you're doing a Fast and Furious Hope30, like, certainly, you know, it's not easy. But if you've done fat burning before, then you can probably go, it'll be much easier. So I would say that you could probably do it and be fine. I just maybe give yourself that first week, okay?
Yeah.
Cool.
And so we may do fun things like go live and do it live, okay, in Facebook. So if you're not on Facebook, we'll record it and we'll send it to you. But if you are, then be checking in there. We'll let everybody know when we might do that. That would be fun to do. And we might do that a few times. So if you aren't in Facebook and you want to make a fake name and just go in there so you're with us in Hope30 for life, that would be really fun. But if you do make a fake name, which we actually know 3 people who did, we have to just let Brienne know who you are, so she lets you in. So we had to investigate who some people were recently, and they literally did have fake names. And so we figured it out, but and that's okay too. So we understand that, but it might be really fun if you were in there with us.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so while the questions are coming, and lots more information about that, so we're excited about it. We'll be touching base all week, and then of course we'll be back together next Tuesday. But another thing, and some of you may have some friends that are in it, but there's another group starting day 1 tomorrow. It's their day 1. So tonight was their pep rally. So I always like to tell you guys that number 1, if you would just say a little prayer for them, because you know how nervous and kind of scared they are tonight and uncertain of us and this whole process. Just kind of keep them in your mind tomorrow. And then also, it's always a good time, because it's something that Jim and I and Brienne and Kelly, like we always do, is like kind of like we get buttoned up on day 1. And we, you know, if you're looking to kind of be your very best for a few days in a row, tomorrow's day 1 for them. It could be day 1 for you too, DIY. So I know y'all are coming off of a Hope 7, which Brian said was really fun, but we just always like to let you guys know that the next group is starting.
Yes.
So,
all right.
yeah. Any questions?
No.
They're motivated.
They're ready to get in the bed.
They're
They're like, I gotta rest up.
They're digging out their leg warmers.
Hope30 Fit Challenge.
Oh, if I could find some leg warmers. You don't know. We could have costume day. You don't know. You don't know how this is going to go. Themed. It's going to be like at school when you have Spirit Week, and every day is like a different theme. It's going to be that much fun. Okay. Just get ready. This is
kind of how the Zooms go. You never know how they're going to turn out. Like, you just start them and then we figure it out as we go.
No.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm excited for Hope30 Fit. It's going to be a great time. You guys are going to do great. You're going to figure out, do you want to do it 3 days, which is perfect?
Yeah.
Or 6 days. The reason why the 3 days works is because this type of exercise, It fires up your fat burning and your muscle building hormones for 24 to 48 hours after you do it. So on the day you're not exercising, you're still getting benefits from the exercise you did.
Yep.
That's why you don't have to do it every day. One of the reasons you do it every day is because it's hard. And we know that we build our discipline by doing hard things, right? And so that's really one of the reasons to do it. All right. So are you good? Do we have everything we know?
so.
Everything we need to know. Brianne, you're good. Kelly, you're good. We all are good. You might even
Okay.
find the three of those ladies doing an exercise video together. It'll be like Jane Fonda and Denise Austin and Jamie Lee Curtis all did a workout tape together.
You don't know.
It's going to be the best thing you've ever seen.
Yeah.
So just like I tell my son every day before he goes to school, be your very best today. Hashtag never quit. I believe that God wants the very, very best for you. The day believe that could change your life forever. Have an awesome, awesome
Okay, you guys. We'll see you later.